into the playoff round we go now over in the Europa Conference League, and of course we're now taking a look forward to that second leg. Which clubs will go through to the actual last 16? Which clubs are going to go home? We're going to take a look at that and more next. Take a look at the Europa Conference League playoffs, second legs, of course. Who's going to go through? Who's going to go home? We're going to get into all of that. Big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. And again, if you're new, where the hell have you been? Subscribe. Your one-stop shop for the Europa Conference League continues right here at Blackburn Rovers C. So let's get into the old vortex and show you what we're talking about. We're talking about this, guys. It is the recap of the results. You can see down there, I got myself 24 points. I don't know if that's good or bad. We'll look at that in a minute, of course. But before all that, we're going to have a look at each and every one of these results, my picks, all that kind of jazz. Of course, hopefully you guys did too. Did these special additional point pickers, who's going to score first and all that jazz. So get into all that. Luna, you with me? That's right, my baby's still hanging on in there. So let's take a look back at Molde against Legia. We saw 3-2 in the end. Molde coming out on top. I won with a 2-1 win myself. I got 5 points for that one. Meanwhile, Olympiakos, 1-0 winners of Ferencvárosi to get themselves an upper hand lead. I won with a 2-0 win on that one myself. Union Saint-Gilloise and Eintracht Frankfurt with a 2-2 draw. I won with a 2-0 win for the Belgians. Of course, we'll have to see who comes out on that one in this match, of course. And the reverse fixture, Sturm Graz with a 4-1 win over Slovan Bratislava. I went with a 1-1 draw. You probably would imagine the Austrians through on that one. Maccabi Haifa with a 1-0 win over Gent. I went with a 2-1 win. Got myself 5 points there. Ajax, Bodø, Glimt could only muster a 2-2 draw on that one. And of course, into the final two. Here we go. Into the final two we go now. And it is Real Betis against Zagreb. 1-0 winners in the end for Zagreb. Big win for them on the road. I went with a 2-1 win for the Spanish side. But no bueno there. And Servette, Ludogorets, Razgrad. 0-0 final score. I went with the 1-1 draw in the end. So those are my picks. What about your picks? Of course, let's bring you back up to date with the Prediction League. And first and foremost, we're going to have a little look at how everyone panned out in that playoff first leg discussion. So here we go. I got myself 24, which puts me in 6th spot, but Mata should I say, tops the charts with 36. Costas K 28, Hansworth 26, Offman also 26, Nico ZT with 25, then me, then the chasing pack. If you see your name in there, smash the old subscribe, of course. But what's that done to the overall table? Well, puts me all the way up to 7th. Is it too late for the bronze medal position? I don't know. We'll keep it going though. Mota, top charts 330 for him. Nico ZT 319. Hansworth as well 318. They're in the medal positions right now, but it could all change very, very soon with of course the second round of main matches, of course, the second leg. So let's get into it. Coming at you very, very soon. In fact, Wednesday, the 21st of February. So we're going to get into that one right here, right now. So let's get predicting. All right. First out the box, it will be Gent up against Maccabi coming at you over in Belgium this time around. Of course, played each other just the one time. We'll talk about that shortly. But Gent, following on from the weekend's action over in the domestic leagues, on 25% form for them. Of course, just one win in 6 right now. Maccabi Haifa, 75% form for them right now, just one defeat in the last 6. The previous match was a 1-0 win in over when Maccabi Haifa were hosts. So not sure where that game played, but this one will be over in Belgium. Gent on the back of a 2-0 win over Juppen over in the Belgian Juniper League. Maccabi Haifa beating Haifa. Actually, they drew with Haifa over in the Israeli top flight, of course. But the odds for this one, of course, I've got them all in weird-ass displays here. The odds are coming at you right here, right now. Gent, 11-10 on favoured here. 60-5, your away win. And 5-2 is, of course, the draw here. So, 1-0 upper hand, Maccabi Haifa. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win, which I do believe will put Maccabi Haifa through with that away goal. Meanwhile, the game of the day, really, of the game of the last week was Bodø Glimt against Ajax. These two sides locking horns over in Norway now. Of course, previous match was a draw. 42% form for Bodø Glimt right now. Just one defeat in the last 4 up against the Ajax side without a win in the last 4. However, drawing 3 of the last 6 matches. Just one defeat in the last 6 if you want to look at it a different way. That previous match was a 2-2 draw. Coming into this one, Ajax last match was also a 2-2 draw against Nijmegen over in the Dutch fight. This time around, they go to Norway on this one, where, of course, Bodø Glimt's last match was, in fact, this match against Ajax over in the Champions League, the Conference League reverse fixture. The odds for this one, though, we have Bodø at 7-5 for the victory, 6-4 is your Ajax, 16-5 is the draw here. I'm going to go with a 1-0 win, of course, which should be enough for victory for Bodø. Glimt, maybe a bit of a surprise on that one. Kicking on forward is Zagreb up against Real Betis. Zagreb with the upper hand, of course, coming at you this time over in Croatia. Played each other, of course, just the one time. We'll talk about that shortly. Zagreb unbeaten in the last 5, 75% form for them at the moment. Real Betis on 50% form for them right now, winning 2, losing 2, and drawing 2 over the last 6. Just one defeat in the last 5 for Real Betis, and of course, they come into on the back of that 0-0 draw against Alaves over in La Liga. Zagreb with the 1-0 win over Varadin in their top flight, and that makes back-to-back clean sheets, of course, including the reverse fixture, which of course was in Spain just the other day. The odds for this one, though, we have Zagreb 9-5 for the victory, 29-20 is your away win, 12-5 is the draw here. Zagreb with the upper hand with that 1-0 win on the road. I'm going to go with a 3-1 win. That's right, 3-1 win should put them through comfortably, and I'll see them into the last 16. Of course, Ludogorets Razgrad against Servette. That's right. Of course, played each other just the one time. We'll talk about that shortly. Ludogorets 67% form for them right now, just one defeat in the last 6 up against the Servette side. 75% form for them right now, just one defeat in the last 6 as well. The reverse fixture was a 0-0 draw over in Switzerland. Servette on the back of that 0-0 draw against Ludogorets. Actually, Ludogorets was on the back of that 0-0 draw against Servette. So that was the last match. Servette on the back of a 2-1 win over Lugano over the Swiss top flight. And of course, continued a really good bit of form at the moment. The odds here for this one, 2019 on is your Ludogorets, 14-5 is your Servette, 12-5 is the draw here. I'm going to go with a 1-0 win. It's a popular vote. 12% of us have already gone with that 1-0 win. So we're going to go with them on this one as well. Next up, we have Legia Warsaw up against Molde, of course, over in Poland. That's right. These two sides locking horns after a thriller first leg. Over in Poland this time. Played each other 3 times in 2013. Nothing but Warsaw, 1 for Molde, 2 draws, of course. Now, Legia with the 67% form for them right now, just 1 defeat in the last 6. Against Molde, 67% form for them right now, winning 4 of the last 6 matches, of course. Last time around was that 3-2 win in Molde. The previous time they played in Poland was back in August 2013. It was a 0-0 draw. Legia also on the back of a 1-1 draw against Nepolice over in the Polish top flight. Molde, of course, last match was in fact that game against Legia Warsaw. But the odds for this one then, shall we? We have Legia Warsaw 21-20 for the victory, 23-10 is your Molde, 11-4 is the draw. Going to go 2-0 win for the Polish outfit. They'll go through. Molde will go home despite having a cracker in that first leg. Ferencvárosi against Olympiakos coming at you over in Hungary. Now these two sides again locking horns for the second time. Previous one was a win for Olympiakos. Ferencvárosi, though, 50% form for them right now, winning 3 and losing 3 over the last 6. Olympiakos, though, 83% form for them right now, winning 5 of the last 6 matches. Last time around was a 1-0 win for Olympiakos. That was in Greece. And of course, Ferencvárosi last match was in fact that Conference League match against Olympiakos. Olympiakos, though, kicking up another win with a 4-1 win over PAOK over in the Superliga over in Greece. That's right. The odds here for this one, we have 5-4. You Ferencvárosi, 2-1 is your Olympiakos, and the draw is at 5-2. And that's where I'm going to go. I'm going with a draw here, a point apiece to complete that. And of course, Olympiakos will go through in my eyes. Into the final 2, it's Frankfurt. That's right, Eintracht Frankfurt up against Union Saint-Gilloise over in Germany. Played each other just the one time. Of course, it was a draw. Frankfurt, though, 50% form for them right now, drawing 3 matches on the spin. I guess the Union Gilloise side just one defeat in the last 6, 67% form for them heading into this one. Last time around, though, of course, it was in Belgium, 2-2 draw. Of course, a Frankie on the back of a 3-3 draw over in Freiburg with St. Gilloise picking up a 3-1 win over Krujic in the Juniper League over in Belgium. The odds here for this one, even Stevens is your Frankfurt, 11-4, the draw, 12-5 is your away win. Going to go with a 2-1 win. Popular vote. Frankfurt goes through, and of course, St. Gilloise go out, and then wrap it up. It's Slovan Bratislava against Sturm Graz, already done and dusted, you would imagine. Of course, following on from Sturm Graz, big win over in Austria. Played each other just the one time. That was that 4-1 win. Slovan Bratislava, though, 67% form for them right now, just 1 defeat in the last 6. Sturm Graz, though, unbeaten in the last 6, 75% form for them heading into this one, of course. 4-1 when it was back in Austria. Of course, Slovan Bratislava responded with a 4-1 win over their own in their top flight, beating Slat Morace. Sturm Graz, though, picking up a 1-1 draw against SK Rapid over in their top flight over in the Bundesliga in Austria. The odds here, though, 31-20 is just Slovan Bratislava, 13-5 is the draw, 6-4 is your away win. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw on this one as well to keep the mix and, of course, put Sturm Graz through to the next round, of course. So those are my picks, and I'm going to be bold here with my predictions here. I'm going to go with the banker being Ludogorets Razgrad. on that one. First team to score. I'll do that off camera. But that, my friends, is it. Be sure to get your own picks in. Of course, we'll see if you can outpick me, the prediction king, in the Europa Conference League. And of course, keep your eyes open for other videos related to the European action this week. That's right. Subscribe. Your one-stop shop for the Europa Conference League is right here at Blabbing Overseas.